Somebody requested it. Here we are. We're going to do it. What is on Sean's desk? Not much. I'll just start to the left and work over to the right. Dom, get in a little bit closer on this. First, we have the New City Catechism for kids. I think this is produced by Crossway, and maybe it was put out initially by TGC. We are using this at our local church right now. Once a week, we have the children of the church work on one of these questions. It's been very good. Not perfect. No catechism is. We've had to make some adjustments here or there based off of some unique theological precision we would like to see in some of the questions and answers, but overall recommended. Then right here, Dom, look at this because I don't want to have to pick it up. This is the manuscript for, that's probably good, for Mike Bullmore's new book coming out with Crossway on preaching. I'm preparing to interview him on that. It's been very good. This is a bag of weird gifts that a friend gave me, a pastor friend. So like he has like an autographed CD of Zoe Girl and a bunch of other stuff like that. Really cool, really thoughtful gift. Because I'm me, he gave this to me like 3 months ago and it's still on my desk. I have here a copy of When Helping Hurts, a book by Michael R. Emlet, a guy that I would love to interview for Room for Nuance, but we just haven't been able to make it work. This book is fantastic. If you're wondering how do psychotropic medications fit together with biblical counseling, mental illness, and so on and so forth, this is my main recommended resource. Here I have a book that somebody recommended to me. I hadn't heard of him before, Johnny Artavanis. I think he kind of comes out of the master's world. This is a book on anxiety. It's been very good. It's very well written. I found it to be biblically careful, pastorally useful. I'm enjoying that. And we have here what I think is probably my new favorite Spurgeon biography. I'm not done with it yet, so I don't want to speak prematurely like somebody who listens to half of an album. They're like, oh, it's a classic. But it's a classic. This is a really good, fun, edifying read on Spurgeon. And I'm kind of the guy who isn't really looking to read another Spurgeon book. I'm not that guy, but this has been great. So I'm enjoying reading that. Here I have a book that I'm trying to get deeper into, but I just started, Prioritizing Missions in the Local Church. I think this is a message that needs to be propagated significantly, and so far it seems like Aaron and Harshit are writing well about that, so I'm looking forward to finishing that. Here we have my text for my next week of preaching. You can see I've already begun to do a little bit of work on it, trying to exegete it. I'm actually not preaching for a few weeks, but I thought I was going to be preaching, and so I printed out the text and I started doing some exegesis. This is where all of my sermons begin, good or bad. Here I have Matt Smethurst's, such a hard name to say, poor guy, Matt's book, Tim Keller on the Christian Life. It's been very good. I've learned a lot from this. Matt is a master cultivator. He sifted through I don't know how many hours of Tim Keller material to find that which is most edifying for the Christian life, and boy did he nail it. What a great read. Then I have here, by the way, in case anybody's wondering, this is not, Dom can verify, this is not like prearranged. Dom, is this what my desk looks like every day?
Yes.
Okay. We have Daily Doctrine by Kevin DeYoung. You know, I think pastors should always be trying to do some kind of continuing education in systematic theology, biblical theology, historical theology, just trying to keep your chops up. So one of the ways that you can do that pretty easily is by getting something like this and reading a page a day. I think I do 2 pages a day, but in a year you can work your way through a very excellent, concise, systematic theology like this one. I would recommend it. We're doing a pastors conference in November of this year called Feed My Sheep, and we might be giving that away to everyone who attends. Here I have Dave Mathis's, from Desiring God, his book, A Little Theology of Exercise. It's very good. I wrote a review for TGC that should be coming out soon, and I think we're going to be getting him on the show to talk about this. Diet Mountain Dew, obviously. A Buc-ee's cup, because styrofoam does not kill you. It's good for you. And that's where I put all my ice in styrofoam cups, then I pour my Diet Mountain Dew in, and I drink it like that, and it's very good. Do you need me to reenact how I drink it, Dom?
No.
No? Oh, okay. My physical Bible, which I like to use when I'm doing So like for our elders training right now, we're working through 1 Peter. This is the way I like to read when we're reading 1 Peter, trying to read it once a day, every day for 30 days. Lest you think I am holier than you. I've not been able to get it every day, but this is the way I like to read my Bible devotionally, mark it all up. Which leads me to the next thing. Here we have a bunch of different markers. This is a gel marker, which I very much prefer to use on my Bibles because regular markers bleed through, but gel markers don't. And then here we have, I don't know what these are, Tripulus fine liner pens. My daughter got these for me. She said, Dad, these will be better for the work you do. And she's right. I really enjoy these. It's kind of a nightmare getting them out of the case though. So I think I'm just gonna dump them all on my desk at some point. All right, and then Dom, let's go over here. These are books that I'm trying to work through kind of variously. They're not in my priority pile. I know it seems like a disarray. There's no organization on my desk, but these are books that I would like to work through, but for whatever reason, they keep getting pushed back. Counterfeit Gospels by Trevin Wax, good. Eschatological Discipleship, haven't started it. David Zoll, Low Anthropology. I'm hoping this is kind of like a better version of Thomas Sowell's more accessible work, A Conflict of Visions. And then Brian DeVry's excellent so far book on understanding bearing witness as the means of as the main act of the church's mission. Okay, then we have membership directories. We have an older one and a new one. Mark Dever says this, and I think he's right. This is the second most important book a Christian can have. The first is your Bible. The second is your membership directory, where you have the faces, the names of your saints. One of the things that I like to do is just have it in my Bible. When I do my devotional, I pull it out and I just pray through a page, whatever I read in the Bible that day, pray through a page of the membership directory. I have these on my desk because we like to pray through them in staff meetings and in elders meetings. Like to always have a couple copies around. Next, I have some copies of Redemption Song, my book that's coming out July 8th, I think. The publisher sent me free copies, so I have a bunch of them, an extra copy of Rebel to Your Will. I don't normally have copies of my own books on my desk, but I'm really feeling myself today. So, no, I actually, these will be given away at some point. And I guess last but not least, we have my stack of commentaries for the book of Romans. Yeah, there's a variety here. So we have Andy Naselli on the bottom, who he just kind of does like pretty high level general overview and synthesis, very good. ESV Study Bible, sometimes I'll use it, almost certainly, usually I don't. The NIV application commentary, it's good. Schreiner, probably the go-to, the standard. Tony Merida, in case like expositionally, I'm a little stuck, I'm not really sure what I want to say or how I want to say it, I might consider like how he handled it. I think I can say, I've never just taken something out of a book like this and used it. Usually what I'll find is that somebody does something with a text that stimulates an idea in my mind, and I go, oh, that lets me know really what I want to do with this, and then, yeah, that's helpful. And then finally, F.F. Bruce, another very good text, and I think that's it. This is not my normal desk. Our church, it burned a year and a half ago. We're going to be raising funds, so get ready to give to that effort here in the near future. But that's it. This is an episode of What's on Sean's Desk. Goodbye and farewell.